No, I don't mean that in a good way. We don't use the word awesome in its traditional sense anymore, do we? To be filled with awe. Awe can be wonderful or terrible. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel if you're new here. My name is Dead by Pony, so we're having back into arcade spirits. So, without further ado, let's hop in. Alright, let's see what this bitch has to say.
Are your players signed with actual contracts? Do you even have an accountant or a lawyer?
I have an Iris. She waves her phone in my direction, where the neon wireframe familiar virtual girl waves back.
Yeah, I've got one of those too. She's handy, but an app is no substitute for having a full support staff. You're playing at being something you're not. You should stick to having fun with your friends and let this fantasy of yours go. There's no shame in being a casual.
Yes, but you're being a whore. You say that, but I strongly doubt you have my best interests at heart. Say you're making a strategic move to head off rival and justifying it afterwards. You think this will stop me? Are you back and ready to topple your empire? Oh gosh, thanks, Mom. Am I also grounded without dessert too? You just made a fatal mistake, Miss Proud. Don't forget that we're the ones who humiliated you when you came into our little arcade. We can do it again. This changes nothing. We won't stop. We can't be stopped. We'll bounce back from this and take your throne from under you.
Unlikely, kid. You're 10 years too early in your career to have the slightest chance of unseating me. But hey, dream big. Life isn't one of those ridiculous underdog sports movies you've grown up watching. Real life is seldom so neat and tidy. If you lost your funding, that's your fault. If I hadn't done it, someone else would have. Learn the lesson and move on.
And she walks away as I am no longer even the tiniest concern to her. Just another try-hard for her to dismiss.
Iris, what's my schedule like for the next hour?
All clear, ma'am.
Good. Find me somewhere pleasant to have a spot of lunch before the first round begins.
Leaving me with all of Max before me and no actual reason for me to be here anymore. With the impromptu press conference of doom over, I listlessly wander back towards my friends. Once we join up again, I quickly reiterate what went down. Oof, that's rough. It's not like we needed another reason to dislike PTW. They're really hitting us where it hurts. But on the bright side, we don't have to wear Crimson Tiger hideout hideous outfits anymore. Not sure the bright side is all that bright, Rhapsody. Once we get home, we'll have to still pay rent and team salaries. If we can't pay, we'll lose the apartment. Some of us will have to find new jobs. No, we're in too deep. We need a new sponsor to keep the ball rolling. No way around it. Where can we find the last-minute sponsor? I don't know. But I do know something, or someone rather, I can turn to. Pull out my phone. Iris, what do you got for me?
Beep, beep.
I've already started researching. I could take a few days, though. Right now, the newsfeed are choked with the news of PTW signing with Crimson Tiger. We may need to wait for that story to cool off to find find someone interested in us. We're on literally yesterday's news at this point. I'm not sitting around waiting. I'm the coach and responsible cat herder. I gotta get on top of this as soon as I can. I should probably head back to the hotel and do some serious research. Not like there's any reason for me to stick around here anymore. Indeed, you could do that. Or you could take a break from being a manager and let your friends help you out instead. Rhapsody and I can solve this problem. What? No, it's okay. This is my job. I don't have to. I insist I am your sword arm, yes? My liege must rest and recuperate while I tirelessly fight this battle. Besides, I have hidden talents which I may apply. Making contacts, networking, wheeling, and dealing I've experienced in such matters. Chatting up possible new sponsors for us will be child's play.
Yeah.
Blocksky is right. I may have a few leads myself. It helps to know the right people. I can track them down in between casting matches. Leave this to us, Pony. You and the rest of the pit crew go have fun. You've done plenty for us already. Let us return the favor. When I first arrived at Good Clean Fun, I lamented having all these chores and duties, but now handing them off feels weird. Feels like I'm admitting defeat, like I failed. But if someone else is offering to pick up the burden, well, maybe I should take them up on that. There's no shame in that, right? I guess it could work, but are you sure? I don't mind, really. It's my job figuring stuff like this out. Honestly, between my allies and Rhapsody's industry connection, we're likely better positioned to do this than you are. Weren't you a complete shut-in before you met us? I wasn't a complete shut-in. I did go down to the corner store to buy nachos sometimes. The pinnacle of diplomatic prowess is that.
Shall we?
Besides, if we should fail, nothing is lost, yes? You and your Iris simply resume your efforts at this weekend's festivities. You earned a break. If you overwork yourself, you'll burn out. We've all seen you put in the overtime getting everything together for us. Let Loxy and me take a shot at this, okay? Now, wrong. I haven't slept well in the past month, as we moved from practicing sessions to practice sessions, online tournaments to online tournament. At the time I woke up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat with the image of pixelated smiles burning in my brain. Well, that sure didn't help either. Okay, I put it in your hands.
Excellent!
You may rely on us. Meanwhile, we're at Max, the nexus of fun and games, the perfect opportunity to immerse yourself further in arcade culture. Yes?
Nice.
Now's the time to go out there and experience your first Max. We got this. Aimless and directionless, me, a FOD 2 junkie, and PC gamer versus the thunderous herd of arcade fanatics. This is not a matchup I can counter. I should defensively seek out my friends. I don't mind playing second fiddle to whatever fun they're having. Who do I want to look for first? Fortunately, Iris has a map of the convention center loaded up and ready, complete, handy with icons representing each of them. Let's go over here. I haven't talked to them before. Thinking about it, this is exactly the place I need to be if I'm going to let the world know our side of the story, isn't it? Max is where the entire arcade industry gathers developers, publishers, esports stars, and reporters. Sure enough, a familiar face is busy talking about the event while a friend of his with an old VHS camcorder gets every last word on tape.
And with the Atari XLX starting to fade, will the Nintendo PlayStation 4 Pro take the crown for the console of choice with the retro set? It all comes down to upscalers and CRT support. The XLX is the long-reigning king of both HDMI upscale and 240p output for old television sets. But Nintendo holds the keys to the kingdom for many retro franchises. And even if they aren't on board with 240p, they're the only game in town for many. We'll have more on the upcoming NPS4 Pro and... hang on.
Confused, he turns away from the camera lens to face me. Crap, was I in shot? I was going to wait until he finished. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to photobomb you and interrupt. I can come back later. No, stay put, please. You're Death by Pony, right? Owner of the Pit Crew? Technically, we're collectively owned, the Pit Crew. I'm just their cat herder. See, that's the kind of details we need. Do you have any time for a quick interview? Kind of why I came over here, actually. Great, Pete, load of fresh tape. The good stuff, I want to get this at high quality. With a shrug, the man just out of shot loads another VHC cassette and starts rolling. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Punchy78 here with Fight Shack News. All the fighting that's fit to post. Hot off the heels of the bombshell dropped this morning, I've got Death by Pony of the Pit Crew, formerly sponsored by Crimson Tiger. Welcome to the show. Happy to be here, Punchy. So tell us more about the Pit Crew. There's still a few people living under rocks in the Ozarks, or something who haven't heard of you? What drives you? What makes you tick? You're 7 friends who love FOD 2 and want to see how far that takes us. You may have started small, we've got the skills to build something grand. We have fun, you know. We kick ass, fight hard, party hard, and we have a ball. We're champions, pure and simple. Reality is slowly catching up to that fact. Funny. It's all about fun, yeah? You have fun playing this game. I mean, what's the point of throwing hours and hours into it if it's no fun? There's the grind, hard work, and practice. We're bound together by mutual love of the game, of having fun playing killer arcade titles like FOD 2. For me personally, that involves a lot of gloomy adulting, like dealing with contracts and stuff, but it's worth it. It's all worth it in the end. So, you don't own the team, you just manage it? Hey, somebody has to do the boring work. It's a prerequisite for the fun. So, as manager of the Pit Crew, you're responsible for getting signed to Crimson Tiger, right? Yeah. And this very morning, Crimson Tiger betrayed you in favor of joining forces with your rivals from Team Play to Win. What are your thoughts on this situation exactly? He holds up the microphone out to catch my words. Let's see, do I play this cool or cut a wrestling promo then? Deeply disappointed in the decision, this will not stop us and our team. The industry is, unfortunately, has a lot of bad faith actors in it. Rise above that. Oh, we're weeping our eyes out. Country will soon shall be as dust as soon will play to win. Play to win, you've made a powerful enemy on this day. Look back on this moment with regret. Strong personality. My thoughts? You can't publish my thoughts. Idiot is a blood-red wall of absolute rage. I don't think your camcorder can capture that accurately. Same play to win, you've made a powerful enemy on this day. Could have had a friendly rivalry, a bit of jousting back and forth on the way to the top. No, you chose a way of pain. On the day we rise above you, tearing your throne from the wall and smashing it upon the floor, look back on this day at Max, and know this is the day it all went wrong. Your doom was avoidable instead. You chose to embrace death. See you on the Pro Tour, Valkyrie. Oh, wow, strong words from Pony of the Pit Crew. We've got a rivalry for the ages brewing here, folks. And that's not the last of all the excitement here at Max. For more hot interviews, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and smash that bell. With the short interview done, Punchy motions for his camera to cut in. I want this transcoded on our channel within the hour. This has got to be a massive click food. My own term, click food, it's the difference between feeding the ducks at the park and feeding worms to the fish before catching them. Yeah, I get it. This is an exclusive, right? You haven't talked to anybody else yet? You've got all the fighting that's fit to post. You get first crack. Perfect. Gotta say, thrilled to finally meet you. Been your biggest advocate at Fight Shack. Not exactly a hard sell, given you've been on a hot streak, but it's tough convincing them of other editors to pay attention to smaller teams. You're the most interesting thing to happen to the scene in some time. Plenty of small try-hard teams out there, but they haven't made it in roads you have. We need this, you know? The scene. Getting too commercial, too static. Same mate or so teams at the top every time. My thoughts exactly, Punchy, or is it Mr. Punchy? Or Mr. 78? Punchy's fine, or Jimmy. But our names are fluid. You know it's 20XX. You've got the right to choose your own name. Hey, I need to interview someone over at the Palace booth next. Let's catch up again sometime, yeah? I'm going to want to pick your brain for the benefit of my viewers. I'm always up for that. Great. But his smile falters a little as he pauses, unsure if he should say something.
Hey, so, you know Victoria Proud's got you in her crosshairs, right?
Valkyrie, you mean? She claimed earlier she was doing this for my own good. Acted like a concerned mother figure and everything.
Okay, so, between you, me, and the wall?
He's actually taken off his super rad sunglasses and dropped down to a lower tone, so this must be serious.
You humiliating her team in public really did not go over well with her.
I know, she fired Coda on the spot.
Even beyond that, she's got them on some weird training program determined to make sure that it never happens again. Look, this is the same person who entered a bunch of small tournaments paying airfare and everything just to ensure her rival didn't win any of them. That was 10 years ago, and even now, she keeps grinding his esports career deeper and deeper into the dirt. She does not let go of grudges.
So, she's salty as fuck. Doesn't change anything. We've got ambition, and we're going to see them through.
Just figured you'd want to know. And hey, I'll be rooting for you. Later.
Aw, Punchy. So, war it is then. Not thrilled about that, but I guess it was unavoidable if DJ Sparky isn't going to succumb to her level. Let's just move on. That's too much to think about right now, and I've got more of Max to see. Let's see what Zapper's doing. I find Zapper playing the latest light gun-slinging action game on offer from the major publisher. She's playing Guns Akimbo, as usual. Cabinet is decorated in camouflage and netting with sandbags and ammo boxes on the floor around it as stage props on the screen. She mows down waves of terrors, round after round. But despite racking up an amazing kill streak, unlocking a drone airstrike to rack up even more bloody deaths,
Nah.
she holsters the gun and steps out of the way. The next two gamers in line grab them quickly, eager to play, as are dozens waiting patiently behind them. Oh hey, sup, how's Max treating ya? Spare glanced at the line in front of the game and alongside it, and wrapping around the booth twice over. How long you been waiting to play that game? Not long. I knew a guy who knew a guy. Oh, so I guess abandoning ship in the middle of demo isn't that great a loss then. Nah, that's not why I folded. Well, the game sucks, so why keep playing? Isn't this like a multi-million-dollar juggernaut which scored 9 out of 10 from every reviewer on Earth? I mean, I'm a PC gamer, and even I've heard of...
Not interested.
Not my thing. Let me explain. You know I love light gun games, and the hotter the better. More chaos, more sharpshooting skills, more over-the-top action. But usually I'm shooting robots, zombies, alien, cartoon gangsters, stuff like that. When it comes to realistic military shooters, well, not my thing. I don't like glorifying gun violence. I agree it's basic. It's a bit sadistic, isn't it? Earning points for cruelty. I get it. Hooray for patriotic murder simulator, right? Blah, blah, blah. Why play the game at all if you knew it wasn't for you? I agree. I feel you. It's so cruel. You rack up high score for brutally murdering humans. I can understand why you don't feel comfortable with that.
Wait. What?
What? No, that's not my point. Well, it's half of my point, but it's not like I don't combo juggle robots in stylish and cruel ways, yeah?
I'm thinking...
How do I put this? I'm not great with words. I think I just prefer fantasy violence over the reality of it. Kinda ugly. I'd say the main issue is... main issue is that guns are awesome. That's the general impression I get from you, yes. No, I don't mean that in a good way. We don't use the word awesome in its traditional sense anymore, do we? To be filled with awe. Awe can be wonderful or terrible. I look at the cold metal precision of mass-manufactured assault rifles and filled with awe that someone would design an object purpose-built for mass murder. It's a hell of a thing, isn't it? A hell of a thing like Oppenheimer looking at an atomic bomb and seeing the ghost of its future victims. So the problem is that it's too brutal a reminder of actual reality. Pretty much, yeah.
Awesome.
Give me a laser pistol and give me robots. Give me 2 bottomless Hollywood pistols and 1 million mooks to style on. Give me something awesome. Something that's so over the top and down the other side and up the side of the next hill that I can relax and sink into the fantasy.
Aw, yeah.
You do that, and we're good. I can have some fun with violence without feeling like we're advocating for murder. We can chill the hell out and blast some baddies. You'd say that's making it silly, desensitizing one reality, though. Basically, you want to live inside an 80s action movie. That's the same with FUD too, right? Zenny martial arts, not crippling injury. So what I'm getting from you is that if you could crawl into a badass 1980s action movie and live there, you'd be cool with that. So which one? Commando, Terminator, Aliens? I'm thinking Running Man. I mean, sure, it's a dystopian nightmare world where you fight to the death on TV game show, but it's like a competition, you know? In the sequel, I gear up to overthrow the media overlords with my awesome rebel friends, which is neat. There wasn't a sequel to Running Man. Not in your imagination, maybe. In mine, I have 2 whacks of the script already done.
You know I'm down.
But yeah, you get the idea. I just want action, not reality. Give me action or give me death. Or a sandwich. Sandwich is also cool. Realizing we're still loitering around the crowded booth, military shooter fan Zapper nods and waves me to follow her. We shuffle off to the side of the con floor, slightly quieter, but not by much. Out of the news, rumor mill says we lost our sponsor today, huh? Crap, right, I almost forgot. It's cool. You got this, right? I trust that you got this. I don't mean that in a questioning way. I literally trust you. You got this. Actually, Lasky and Rhapsody are taking first crack at finding a new sponsor. They got this, hopefully.
You know I'm down.
Yeah, I can see that. Rhapsody knows their stuff, okay? Doubtless, doubly less worried now. And on that note, I leave. I catch up with you later, Death by Pony. Zapper blazes her own trail. I never know what's coming next. It's interesting getting these little peeks inside Zapper's head. On the outside, she looks like a mindless adrenaline junkie, but inside, Okay, inside she's also an adrenaline junkie, but a mindful one. There's just so much more to see and do. Where should I explore next? I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, hit like. That way I know you're enjoying the content I'm making. Hit subscribe. That way YouTube brings you back here to see what happens next, and I won't take up any more of your time. Have a good day. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.